There we go. So here I am in Glenwood Springs, Colorado. That's where I am.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. And Gina-san was my roommate the first time I was in Japan.
Yep.
And you've lived here how long?
First time. We've been here for almost 21 years.
And you were raised in Frisco.
Yeah.
And you think, wow, why would somebody leave Frisco to move here? Why?
We wanted to be warmer. You know, in Summit County, there's 2 seasons, this winter and next.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Oh, I like that. I actually never heard that one before. Okay.
Yeah, and my mom grew up in the Valley. She grew up in Aspen for a little while, and then they moved to Glenwood because it was the higher class thing. Not that she was a high class person, but her father was part of the war, cleaning up. You know, they had renovated the hotel in town here and stuff, and we used to come here to visit them when we were younger. And we're like, wow, it's warm. We don't have to wear a jacket in the summer.
It's sort of true.
So, yeah. And the pool. We had the pool. You know, before the highway, we'd go. If you were lucky, you could stop at Hanging Lake, you know, being the 5 or 6 parking spots that were there. So if we were lucky, we were able to stop there, do a hike, and then come to the pool and warm up. So it was kind of like going to the beach, but not quite like the beach. But
so when I met you, you were one of the United States' top cross-country ski racers, right?
That was a long time ago.
And you were classic. You weren't skate.
Yeah. Well, no, we did skating in the last couple years of our career.
Okay.
Yeah. But we didn't have like skis. We cut like the tips off. I feel really old now. I'm telling you how we adapted our equipment, taped our ankles, and you know, cut the tip off. And
oh wow!
Shortened the skis and made our poles longer and.
We ended up being roommates. We were chosen as ambassadors for the state of Colorado. They sent us to Japan. We didn't know why they spent hundreds of thousands of dollars, but we had a good time. And you really weren't even a downhill skier.
No, I wasn't. I was, I did like alpine skiing. I didn't do it very often in my high school years because my mom was afraid I'd break my leg and I wouldn't be able to do cross-country skiing. But we grew up at Keystone, so that was in our backyard. So
right, you guys were the initial investors.
Yeah, well, we weren't the original investors, but we did get some passes from the original.
Passes.
I know.
Yeah,
so
we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
I forgot to talk about that one.
That was fun. That was a really good job, Dad.
Yeah, right.
Up there in heaven.
And then you meet this guy, Lee, and he happens to be like a champion water skier, champion snow skier, ski coach.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, I'm
lucky.
Fortunately, all of the people that I know that I was with Nordic with ended up marrying ski coaches too. So I guess that was kind of the thing, but we didn't even know that.
And then you guys had kids.
Yeah, we had 2 kids.
And you raised them in Glenwood Springs.
Yes, and it's been wonderful here in Glenwood. Yeah, good
weather.
How's
the school system?
School system is awesome. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we have 3 elementaries. One elementary has, or we actually have 4 elementaries now. It was only 2 when we were here, so all different kind of capabilities, you know, which is pretty awesome. Because back in our days, you didn't have a lot of options for education, you know.
Right, especially in Summit County.
Oh,
I mean,
Summit County only had 1 high school and 1 elementary.
And it wasn't that big.
Yeah, and our junior high and high school were together, so which was kind of cool because like you could be a freshman and look at the senior guys and go, yeah, baby. but you know, not that matters, but
it mattered a lot back then. So, what's your favorite thing about Glenwood other than you have seasons here?
Well, it was funny because I was walking by this kid one day in the park, and he had his phone on, and he was FaceTiming someone. I think it was a family member, like a mom or something. And he goes, "You're not going to believe there are so many things you can do here," and I love that. I'd love that in the winter if I want to. I can boogie up the road and ski, or I can come back and hike, run, bike, or whatever I want to. And all in the same day, especially in the spring. It's so awesome.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
But we still have a downtown area, and we still have, we're farther away than the Front Range, so we probably don't get as crowded, which is nice. The skiing in Aspen can be pretty sweet on the day when there's powder and stuff, and sunlight is. Even sunlight, I love sunlight because it's just easy to get to, and that's where Lee coaches.
Right back there.
I know, it's just right up the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, and on a powder day, it's pretty sweet too. The East Ridge is pretty fun. It's not big and giant like, the rest of the world. But everything has its gems, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have the lift lines.
Yeah, it doesn't have lift lines. Yeah.
Which is nice.
Which is kind of fun.
So last question:
Slow.
if I was going to give you a magic envelope, and in that envelope could be anywhere in the world, but you have to go next week, where would you go?
Oh my gosh, that is crazy. I